Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. So the other day I received a really interesting question and I wanted to share the answer with you guys instead of just privately, because I believe a lot of people are having this problem or this particular question in mind. So just wondering, is it better to get in early on a move or wait for confirmation even if it's late? All right. So really interesting question and really few people talk about it. So is it better to catch the reversal and you will be the first one to participate in that move? You will have a better RR, and even if that move didn't become an expansion, you will still get a piece of the pie. All right, sometimes you will see it as a reversal, you catch that move and it doesn't go all the way to the upside, so it just reverses after that, but you would be still took a TP because you were the first one to enter. That's one or two of the advantages of this, to get in early, or it's better to wait for a confirmation. So you might think that it is a reversal and you get in early, but instead you got faked out. It was just a manipulation or a continuation sweep. All right, and this is too risky to get in early, so it's better to wait for the confirmation. But again, is it gonna be too late? So that's what we're gonna answer in this video. So let's keep this to the side. And in order for me to, or in order for you to understand this, you need first of all to understand on which market environment that we are, and we have only two. All right, are we in a range? So sorry for the bad drawings, but I don't like to be sophisticated with this. Are we in a range? All right, this is a range. Consolidation, price is not expanding to a direction, it's just taking the high, the lows, and so on. Or are we in an expansion? So in this case, a bullish trend like this. So first of all, again, you need to understand where we are. Suppose that we are in a range. All right, in a range, this area right here is the hardest area to trade. All right, this orange box right here, or orange rectangle, you will get cooked trying to trade inside it. When you try to apply whatever you learned about price inside this orange zone, all right, you will have a 10% win rate. You're gonna start treating this as a trend. You're gonna see confirmations inside it, breakout structures, you jump on that and you will get wrecked. So in a range, all right, the best areas to trade is this one right here and this one right here. So let's change this to red and let's change this to green. That means that when price taps into this box right here, this is where you want to look for trades, longs to be more specific. Same goes from here. When price taps into this red box, you want to start looking for shorts, right? Everything is pretty obvious right here, pretty simple. But if we talk about this question right here, is it better to get in early right here or to wait for confirmation? If price taps into the green box, for example, again, this is the best area to look for longs. The problem right here, price is not gonna give you those easy to spot confirmations patterns to enter from here. A lot of times you will see yourself taking an entry and you feel like it's risky. All right, and a lot of times when we get into this box right here, we will have a strong reaction, so you will not get a simple price action or a simple setup to get in right here. But again, this is the best area to long, but you're gonna feel like you're not entering with enough confirmations. The confirmations is gonna happen here when we start leaving the green box toward the orange zone right here. The problem right here, when we enter from here, when you wait for that confirmation right here, you're already inside this. First of all, the stop loss is gonna have to be here below this. If you're gonna try to use this tight stop loss right here, again, you're gonna get cooked. Price action right here is not what you think, all right? It's not gonna tap into the zone right here and immediately trade to the highs from here and then to the green, then to the red. It doesn't work like that. It can spend hours inside this. So no, you can't use a tight stop loss. You're gonna have to use it here. That means that the TP is gonna be somewhere around here and price doesn't have to go all the way to here. Just because we took this lows from here doesn't have to be, it doesn't mean that we're gonna attack the highs right now. It doesn't work like that. So to answer your question, if you wait for confirmations right here, you're gonna lose more, you're gonna win. The best area to trade in, even without confirmations, is here. That means that you're gonna catch a reversal. You were trading to the downside and you're gonna catch a reversal from here. It might look risky because of what you learned about price and about trendy markets, but no, this is the best area to trade or to take a long from. All right, even without confirmations. When you wait for confirmations, you are already here. There's a big chance that you are already here and you know what's going to happen to you here. So same thing goes to the upside. You don't want to wait for a lot of confirmations, and when price already taps into here, it's better to not take a trade. So that's what I learned from my experience regarding this question, whether to enter early or to wait for confirmations. So confirmations here already too late. Now moving on to a trend. Now trendy markets is not the same. All right, in trending markets you will have a lot of margin or room, I would say, to wait for those confirmations, and you will have plenty of time to get in, plenty of room. All right, so suppose that, I don't know, this is the 1 hour time frame, all right, and you enter on the, you execute on the 1 minute. So this is your higher time frame. Here, is it better to enter from here? So when price takes this low right here, and you might think this is only a continuation sweep and I'm gonna start looking for longs on the 1 minute here. Of course, from hindsight example, it's gonna be, this is the best area to enter from, but it's not always like this. Price from here can easily continue to the downside, and it can have multiple fake outs right here before actually expanding to the upside. All right, and from the 1 hour it's gonna be completely normal. On the 1 minute you're gonna have a lot of bullish or fake bullish signals. So yeah, entering early right here is gonna give you the best R possible. You're gonna be the first one to buy, but a lot of times technically you have the best R possible. I don't know a lot of people that enter from here, they put stop loss here and they know that they are the first one, likely the first one to get in on this expansion, and they're gonna hold all the way to here or something. A lot of people will enter, will take that risky reversal, that risky trade, and they're only gonna take 1.5 to our trade. So basically they took that risk for nothing. They entered the risky trade and they only took 1 R, 1.5 R. So why would you do that? All right, if you want to enter from here, if you want to be the first one to catch a reversal, it is very risky, but you need to pay yourself risk to reward. All right, you need to have better reward for actually risking your money on such a risky move. All right, so from here it is better to wait for confirmation. So suppose that the confirmations happened in this area right here. All right, you have the confirmation here on the 1 minute. The reversal was the reversal confirmed, and you have a confirmation here. So you know that we are in a trending market. You're gonna find something inside here, and you can see that you still have a lot of room to enter from. And here you can, it doesn't have to be, the stop loss doesn't have to be like this. You can read the structure between the reversal and the confirmation, and you're going to put your stop loss in a reasonable place. And again, you're going to have a lot of room to target. So from here, for me, it is better to wait for the confirmation. So to summarize things up, if you are in a range, the more you leave the reversal zone right here, the riskier it becomes. So you either enter from here or you wait for another opportunity here, or maybe another opportunity when we take the low from here. Here it is the exact opposite. You have a lot of room to work with. You don't have to be the first one to call the low of the week or the day or whatever. It might look cool, but not in paper. And here you're gonna get multiple entries, not just one. All right. So I hope I answered your question. The key concept right here is to identify where you are and act accordingly. So I hope you like this video. If you have any other questions, you can always DM me on my Twitter account or leave a comment down below, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Now, happy trading and good luck.